I think the same way how we can run to the club and the same way how we can run to get some dick or some vagina is the same way we could have ran to the voting polls. So at this point, if you didn't vote, you were part of the problem.
To another Uncensored podcast episode. I'm here with my good peoples. I'm one of your hosts, Uncle AK. Tutu, what's good with you?
Hi, happy, what's today? Tuesday, Super Tuesday. Happy Election Day. Make sure you guys go out and, well, you guys, by this time drops it, you should have voted already. So, everybody, you know what I meant. But I hope y'all voted because I'm cutting people off if y'all didn't vote. This is something serious. So, yeah.
Very, very serious.
Nice.
MC Jimmy, welcome back from London, man.
I'm back from London.
Setting peas, bro.
It was good. It was good. I learned a lot from that country, man.
Tell us now.
So, well,
you went for a wedding?
It was a fascinating 52 anniversary, 52nd birthday. It was so beautiful. It was wonderful. My uncle's wife, yeah, classy woman. Yeah, so it was a wonderful event. Everybody was happy. Folks came from all across the continent, various continents, and Americans were highly appreciated. Yeah, and I'm back to be in my house with my family, and I will go back for more gigs if I have the opportunity to.
You sound sad, like you didn't want to be back with your family.
No, that is me being that's the use of satire. I really do miss my family, and I wish I came back early. But at least with family, you always want to hang out to spend more time with family. Good culture, learn different things. Geographical location. Never saw the sunlight for 6 days, but at least now I know Minnesota is not. Now I know Minnesota is not cold. London was cold too, man.
You know this is time for tracksuits, right? I hope you took your tracksuits with you.
Yeah, when you're from Minnesota, two things you have to buy during winter. You buy those warmers, what you wear underneath your pants, and you buy the one on top, what you wear underneath your jacket or whatever. When you have those two things, you can even rock t-shirts and shorts during winter.
Is that long johns?
But most folks don't know that. Most folks still go around like that. During winter, I don't really get cold because of the way I dress. Yeah, so
me too. You always gotta wear the long johns inside, and then gloves.
They call them long johns.
Yeah, long johns.
Yeah, they call it long johns.
Long johns.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool. Socks. Then y'all gotta get them socks that them warmers. You put them on and they just warm your feet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So when I'm shoveling snow, those are the ones I wear. Really.
You've been sending gifts to my family. I came out, I saw a very wonderful gift that you sent to the boys. You've been sending gifts already. So because I'm a man, I'm not gonna get warmer socks from you.
No, I will fix it. We'll talk about it after. Yeah.
Thank you. I brought you chocolate though. You asked for it. So when I see you, I'll give you your chocolate. I buy your chocolate.
Did you bring me anything?
I didn't know what to buy for you, but at least I can always. I think I bought a couple of pounds back. I can mail you. I can mail you pounds.
Some peas, bro. Okay.
They don't have
I'll
1 pound, right? They don't have
I'll take some 1 pound. You're gonna give me 1 pound. That's what you think I'm worthy of 1 pound.
It's keep in your house. It's memorabilia. You don't have to use
1 pound though. MCGB out of all you could at least give me like 5.
10.
Thank you.
You know what you should do? You should, since you travel and go to many different places, you should have like a frame. Well, both of you. You should have a frame, right? Where you have the currency. So every time you come back, you just add a currency in there. And like how people put magnets in their fridges, things like that. You just have like a picture frame, but they are currency. So you just know, I remember when I was in, London. I remember when I was in DR. I remember when I was in, things like that.
I MC, right? I MC. When I go to an event one day, I'll just take what I'm going to go and throw there. Especially when I go, people give me money. The best thing I can do is actually, I like the magnets for the refrigerator. Yes, I think I have it.
I have those. I try to I know anytime I travel, I try to get like a souvenir, whether it be like a shirt or a magnet or a keychain. I just try to get something from the different countries.
Wait, why don't you travel though?
Who?
AK.
I do sometimes.
Okay.
when I can.
You had to go to Europe. You had a European trip you're planning, and it took forever.
When was I planning a European trip?
2 years ago, and you've never been to
Oh,
Cameroon.
It's been 2 years ago.
man, but that was a long time ago, man.
Mhm.
Give it a pass, man.
Because you told me, I remember I was about to go to Cameroon. That you told me you were going to just check out your family out there, Belgium,
Yeah.
and Holland, and all that stuff. I was like, okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay, what's up with the elections tonight, boys?
No, before we get to elections, please, before we get to
okay. Okay, go ahead.
you guys have not been on Twitter lately?
I don't do Twitter.
Oh, anyways, or Instagram, sorry. But you guys have seen the guy from Equatorial Guinea, the minister, I believe. I don't know his name, man. What's his name? How do you say his name? MCJB?
Engango. That's his name, right? Yeah, that's his name. His name is like I thought I gave you his name. His name. I mean his name is Baltasar Ibang Egonga. That was right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his name. Yeah.
That guy's a champion. But anyways, allegedly it said that he had sex with more than he's being detained in prison, right? For smashing over 400 women, and these are like married women. I don't know, 400 women, and he's married with a family, things like that.
Okay.
I don't know if it's that he's using his position for that or whatever. But man, a lot of people are making a fuss and fight about this, saying, "Oh, he's nasty for this. Oh, he's a bad man for doing all of this." But nowhere they putting blame on women, for participating in this. Or probably they say they were fooled. I don't know.
Well, that's not true.
So what do you guys think about this?
Well, they didn't say that no one's putting the blame on the women. We just don't hear it enough, I think.
Hear what enough?
Because the woman was dead wrong too. They was wrong because that's nasty too. Like, y'all were married. Y'all knew y'all was married and y'all was still sitting here having an affair with somebody that you also knew was married. So I think that the women are just as wrong as that man.
Okay. From my African point of view, if the man was having multiple sexual partners without being married, it would, or even if he's still married, that's okay. If he was having multiple sexual partners who are actually married, that is not right. Okay. I am not going to sit here and try to castigate him. I'm not a saint. I'm also liable to iniquities and transgressions. But the fact is, the recording is what actually turns me off. Like, man, you have multiple sexual partners and you are actually recording all these ladies, these females, So, and the crazy part is you're trying to deter my mind away from the election. I was so focused to see what the election was going to go down. Then now I have to be thinking of Kamala beating Trump. And now I'm thinking of a dude who is having random unprotected sex with multiple females. So my African point of it, if the ladies were not married, it's okay. I won't judge him. But now that when you go to my religious point of it, which is actually you should not sleep with someone's wife, it is not good. Yeah. So I am not a saint. I'm liable to mistakes, but I think he deserves a trophy for all those who do things like that.
A trophy?
Yeah.
No. No.
That is me. That is me using logic to adjudicate this, because remember when Bobrisky got a trophy for being the best dressed female in Nigeria, and then 2 months after he went to jail. Yeah, so that's what happens when you get trophies for negativity. You actually end up. Yeah, so he should get a trophy for that. Then we know where he's going to end up.
Well, yeah, I think the recording of the videos, I think that's like corny. I think that was unnecessary. What's the point of doing that? Like, I feel like in that case, like, otherwise, maybe you're trying to keep it for like trophy purposes. Like, oh yeah, I have this and that, but I just thought that was not cool at all whatsoever. Because first of all, if you get in trouble for that, you're recording somebody without their consent, right? So that's already one crime as it is.
But they could see it. It's not like they could see it. They're looking into the camera, right?
Well, the ladies know about it.
Yeah, they know about it. It's not like it's something hiding.
Yeah.
Oh, did they know it was an actual camera, or did it look like it was disguised as a camera or something? They just thought.
No, these ladies knew that they were recording. The many instances. I'm not a saint. I've watched the videos. I'm not gonna be like I haven't watched it. I've watched it. I've seen a couple of them. I haven't seen all. I've seen like maybe 10 of them. So the videos that I've seen, he actually hold. You can see him place the camera. Yeah.
I remember when it first came out, he like, you know how usually everybody always be like, oh no, it wasn't me. And they try to come up with excuses to trying to like beat around the bush. I remember he came out, he was like, it's AI generated.
Yeah.
They're like, what are you talking about? AI generated. Let's be for real right now.
Is that what he said prior?
Yes, he said it was AI generated. He's like, it's not me. Something. We are looking at you in 4K. You talk about it's AI generated. Let's be so for real right now.
Jesus Christ. Why would he even say something like that?
Like you have videos.
Look at me calling Jesus Christ when he's not that.
Man is a legend.
Well,
I said, bruv.
Do y'all think that he's actually gonna get you think he's actually gonna get the consequences? Like, do you think he's actually going to?
What are the consequences? For what?
Like, I mean,
go ahead.
Like, I don't know. Like, first of all, it's a crime for recording people. They knew that they knew, but it's a crime for recording people without their consent. That's one. And then they said they were charging him with other like charges as well too. Like he's being charged with other things.
Okay, AK, I know you want to go, but let me jump in real quick.
No, yeah, go ahead.
Fortunately, I happen to be, like I always say, I was in law school, though I'm not a lawyer. So there are two things here. Recording someone having sex is not a good thing. So it's punishable under most penal codes or proceedings, as you want to call them. Second thing is, he had a concern. That's the first thing. He had concern from this lady, so he was recording it, and that is okay. Because if you check, recently he said something on Instagram, on X, and that he was doing it, and the ladies were aware of it. So he did not RAPE anyone. So it was consensual. Next thing, my sister, is why would you want to lock somebody up when there was no RAPE, when it was all consensual? AK, over to you.
Did people get pregnant?
There was a lady who was pregnant. There was a lady who was pregnant, and I think they said I was a pastor's wife.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Oh.
I can never feel sorry for that one because how many pastors be sleeping people's wives out here? So I can
That's true.
I like your point of view.
That's true.
I like your point
of
view.
Let him take one for all the pastorships out there. You know.
I like your point of view. Yeah.
This is very much true. So I mean, hey, talking about that, sorry not to like go, but there was a pastor that was like getting backlash for having a first man. You know how they had the first lady? He's gay.
Yeah.
And then he had the first man. Yeah, that's actually
that one. I don't. Anyways, let me not even jump in there now. We still dealing with elections. Let's But a lot of people are saying, "Hey, this guy is bad for doing this. Guy is bad for doing this." And it takes two to tango, And if you go in, I can guarantee you that some of these women were going for favors. So if you go and you want your favors and this happened, you cannot blame anybody because you knew what you were getting out of this. Matter of fact, all of them, if they lock this man up, please let all of them wake up and say, hey, listen, I got this. You should also lock me up too because this is not right. If they all got something from it and he got that, he should not be locked up for this because I don't see any crime in it.
I like that, AK.
I don't see any crime in it. The only crime I see here is that, he went outside of his marriage and, things like that.
I mean, I see your point. I get you. Yeah, because at the end of the day, it was probably like favor for favor. Like they were benefiting, so they knew exactly what they were doing. So, I agree with that.
In this 2024,
go ahead.
I will not put this by anybody. Maybe even some of their husbands are so lazy or so broke that they send their wives to go and sleep together.
Go and do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
He who comes with equity must come with clean hands. You don't want to say because someone is not sexually satisfying their partner at home, it's liable to another man jumping in their bed. No, that's not right. If you're a woman and you're not pleased at home with your man, file a divorce. Or do what Americans do, open marriage. Or swing. Whatever you can do to get sexually satisfied, bring it in your marriage. So that's not an excuse. If you're not being pleased at home, don't bring in someone.
Hold on, SJB. Let me try and, the other side of that. In Africa,
sure,
women have so much pride. Don't you think in her mind, for example, a thing like that, don't you think instead of saying, let me disgrace my husband, I would rather go inquire and keep my husband's pride?
Yeah. In Africa, a man brags about the size of his penis, however tiny. That's a proverb, you know. So there are certain things that men will not uh like I always say, the black man is the only man on earth who brags about the size of the manhood. No one else. We are the only ones. We brag about the size of our manhood no matter what. Yo, the sex was good, the sex was bad. That's a black man talk. Okay. Most Caucasians or other folks, they'll go and buy a small sex toy that will please them even better than the manhood. You know. So it's a mentality that we grow up with knowing that your wealth is your kids. And how do you have kids? Procreation. You need to have as much sex as you can so you can have kids. You understand? So if you look at things the right way, I am not supporting this dude, but I just feel like he who is not happy at home with their partner, you should be open to leave that marriage. I know it's an African thing, but you should be open to leave that marriage if you're not pleased. That's why they say for better, for worse, all those things. The church put those things on us. Are you a happy woman who is sexually pleased at home? Do you get to orgasm? Are you a woman that you're just in that marriage because you're just okay, he has money and stuff? How often would Dancote sleep with his wife or his wives? You know, so are you going to be Dancote's wife if you get the money, they forget about the D? So this man, the way he was sleeping with these girls, you can tell that there was no lady he was sleeping with for the first time. The ladies were all waiting for him and they knew what they were doing. And it was so, they're interesting videos. Like you want to see what they do. It's not like, no, I don't want to do this. And he's running after them. It shows he's not the first time he's having it with them because they are unprotected sex. Maybe he's going to have them do the HIV stuff and he doesn't do his own because he knows it's negative. But this is a routine that has been going on. You understand? So, AK, if you're an African woman and your man is not pleasing you very well, you should open to talk about it. Don't go around
That's
sleeping like
crazy.
Nigeria, where we have the parental fraud capital in Africa. It's number 2 in the world because your man is important because of what they eat. Now you go get a child from his brother. Come on, man.
Well,
So wait, last question here before we move on. If we're moving on from it. So, and this is to the ladies out there. You know, they say link by association. I don't know if that matches what I'm about to say, but anyways, link by association. Meaning, let's say, for example, Lady A, Suzanne, slept with him. Suzanne goes and tells Loom that, oh, he has a big, you know, manhood, this and third, and it was really nice. And then Loom, too, curiously, she goes and, you know, tries it and then tells Amanda, and then it keeps going like that. Is that like a thing for you guys, Tutu? You know, and all the other ladies out there, please, you know, leave a comment. Leave a comment. Let us know. But is it like a thing? Because I mean,
sometimes, yeah. Well, it just depends. Some girls do it. If you don't got no morals, no home training, then hey, by all means you do it. But that's what's the word that they call community dick. That sometimes girls don't want to go ahead and like deal with that because sometimes us girls would be like, I've heard that this guy has been, you know, passed around or slept with. I don't want to sleep with him. But some girls, they'll hear that and they'll be like, oh, let me try because it's easy. Once you hear that this person slept with this person and this other person slept with this person, okay, let me go ahead and try because I know that he's going to go ahead and do it with me because he did it with that person. So some girls do it. Some girls are just like, let me go ahead and try it just because, just for the thrill and say, oh, at least I did it. But then others are just like, nah.
Okay.
he did.
Okay, your
Huh?
question your question has to do with the size of the manhood, right?
Yeah.
It's not about fame. It's about the size of the manhood.
I said the size, yeah.
Yeah, because this dude is I heard he's 52. He looks good for his age. And yeah, and most ladies that I talk to, they're always the past, present, future, or whatever we have conversations. They'll always tell you, okay, let me take this around. Most ladies you date, when you're in a relationship with them, they're comfortable with you to a certain extent. But the day you guys end up going a loggerheads, they'll tell you how you have the most tiny man who they've ever seen on planet Earth because they will insult you because they know that that's going to hurt you so bad. Just like us men would either say the V was too wide or whatsoever, or you know, all those kind of things. So it goes both ways. Now, this dude, from the way he looks very rich and exotic, you know, and it shows that he has 6 kids with his wife, first thing first. So you should know that he's a very, very romantic guy. Let's not take that out. And he loves kids, and also he loves to please people because if you can't have having 6 kids without having love for them. Now, if you put everything equal, the size of a manhood, most ladies I talk to will tell me they don't like it too big. They like it average. I remember we even had this conversation in our platform here. Most ladies were sticking around. I think 9 is the most.
Who said that?
You,
Who said
you,
that?
you always want to do this. I remember
No,
we had this
I'm just
conversation.
asking. No, I swear I'm not.
I remember
promise
we
you, I
had
just
okay.
asked
What
who
okay?
said that.
What was your take? Because I remember somebody said 5 or 4. I don't know if it was
It was
you or
6,
okay.
6.5.
Okay, so 9 is even big. It's too much, right?
That's nobody is sitting here taking no 9-inch
There you
dick.
go. There you go. There you go. So we are on the same page, me and you. So you're with me on the same track. So most ladies are not even going. It's not even a fantasy to them, because a woman who is sexually active definitely must have seen smaller ones and bigger ones. What they want from you as a man, as I know, is that, oh, he gives me this, he treats me right, he treats me right. If you treat a woman right, you can easily get her heart. But if you don't treat her right and you have a big manhood, forget it. That's what I think. I don't know. To speak for the women.
That's true. You can have the biggest dicks of the dicks, and if you don't know how to treat, yeah, nah.
There you go.
Right. Okay, come on, TJB.
So I guess my thing is, my question here is, let's say for example, you are dealing with man A, right, for like 4 months, for example, and yeah, he was and down, and then whatever happens, man B comes in the picture, and he's nowhere close to man A, right? But you like man B. How do you begin to rationale that thing in your mind? Like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm definitely going to size down or 2 or 3, but I'm good. Like, how?
What's the size that we're talking about? Because if it's like honestly, for real, I think us. Well, let me not speak for us girls, but if I was speaking on my own, I mean, like I said, nobody's sitting here taking 9-inch. Well, there's some girls that could take it, but I personally it's just not my preference. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about width. You got to be able to you could sit here and not have the biggest manhood, and as long as you know how to work it. You know what I'm saying?
That.
So it's like,
I like
huh?
that. I like
Yeah,
that bit.
like
I like that, but you sound that way, but you don't tell men these things. I'm not you singular, but you plural. Like, ladies don't make men understand that they can tolerate the women the way they are. Most ladies that I know of, like, how did I know about the size of a man who becoming a problem? Because that's the first thing that will insult you on. Even I, for one, I went to a boarding school. In a boarding school, when a guy comes in with a bazooka, everyone is fascinated, like, what is that? Even AK told us a story about he saw a friend and he was like, what is that? So we have this kind of feelings, but women, I think, should have this desire to talk more about compassion, about loving, caring, and romance, as opposed to giving to you the right way. That's what
How,
I think.
how should I go about this, MCJB?
Like what we're doing right now. My sister right here, she's on radio. She knows she has a lot of people who listen to her, and actually there are times I know there are things that you can actually not be sexually explicit on air, but you can actually talk to 3 people, 4 people, and it goes around. We have a podcast. Let a man know that what I want from you is your compassion, then your money, then your manhood. He's going to treat you different. When you make him know that what I want from you is your money, your manhood, and your compassion, he's going to give it to you, give you money, then no, don't treat you right. So you're going to be on the losing side. At the losing side, you should look for a man who is going to treat you better than the D. When the D comes first before his heart, forget it, you lost it.
So this is for the ones that are looking for something serious, not the ones that are looking for just a thing.
Majority of women are looking for something serious.
Well, because like some of them will be like, "Yeah, I'm here for that." Anything,
yeah,
I don't know what the fuck you're talking. I'm here for that.
yeah.
Okay, how many girls do you meet on earth who just want to bang you and go?
I've said that before.
A lot.
Okay, how many girls on earth do you meet who want to marry you?
I don't know.
cool.
Oh
I
my God.
feel like the ladies that I meet, even though I'm married and I talk to them, and when I MC, I do events, majority of ladies tell me, we wish you were something close to my boyfriend or my husband or my
What kind
potential
of
husband.
conversations you're having?
Yeah, I'll be open to you because I have this kind of conversations. I'm open-minded. Bro, we're on air right now. We're talking to
Wait,
people.
hold on. Tell me.
Go
Is it like
ahead.
the first encounter, or is it like yeah, meet again later? Or I mean, like, is it just from the
No,
first conversation?
no. Okay, I always tell you my goal on earth is to please people. I'm gonna go away one day. So when I meet you, I leave an impact in your life. If I'm not blessing you financially, I'm blessing you with a little bit of something in your memory. You understand? I can like either try to hook you up with someone. How many times I try to hook you up, man? Have you forgotten? I was trying to hook you up forever until you told me that you until I realized that you're man enough. I backed up. I was trying to hook you up forever. What was I meeting those girls? When I meet the girls, I'm trying to like I have a dude right here. I have a dude until they were none of you, the ladies were your type. Then you didn't do it. I have a girl who met you one time. I was trying to bang you the first time she met you, man. What are you talking about?
Max. Um,
Exactly.
I'm screaming. What you want, an award?
oh,
MTJB.
What did you say?
what do you
I
want to
said,
know?
do you want an award for trying to set him up with all the girls?
Nah, I just thought he needed it, and I realized later that he's a man. He doesn't need it. He knows what he's doing. So I stopped doing it, and voila, here we are.
No, wait. Oh, wait, seriously though. When you said that, anyways, it doesn't matter anymore.
No, say it. Go for it.
I just want to say when you say when they say, "Oh, I wish the man or the boyfriend in my life was like that." Like, what kind of conversations are you guys having for them to have such an impactful statement? I'm just wondering.
Okay, there's so many things. I was talking to a lady today. I
Mhm.
met her in London. I met her in London. Okay, what happened when I met her in London?
You took her.
We're going to no, we're together. She came to meet her. We're all in the same crew, but for some reason, uh, all the tables and chairs are numbered, so we were not going to be able to get access into that hall. Since I was going to be part of the MC crew, I said, "Hey, don't worry about that. Come to the show. You're not going to stay in the hotel room." I actually left the car, went to her room, knocked at her door, and she came out as the Uber was out there, waited for her for like 10 minutes. She got ready. I had to go up because if we were waiting for her, she would have taken like 20 minutes. So I went up there and I told her, you're gonna hurry up and dress up. I opened the hotel door. I'm not going to close this door so folks walking can see you dressed, but she was covered. I know, no time for makeup and all those things. So she finished, did everything, packed up her things, and went and entered the car. Today, she told me, "Hey, JB, you know what? You left a mark on my mind. I'd already given up. I know I was not going to attend this event. I was in my bed laying there and I was about to sleep. Then guess what? She has two kids. Then she was like, you know what? You came and you told me, and I went and attended the event. When I posted videos of this event, everyone was like, this is the best event they've seen in a long time. And now she has those memories because she also made friends she hasn't seen in centuries. You understand? So I left an impact in her life. Now she knows that there is a man somewhere called JB who can actually sacrifice time for me. Because me being there and getting things done for her was me sacrificing time. I sacrificed time. I had my wedding ring on. They all know we're all together. It was family. It was family. So it's not about my wedding ring. They know I'm married. But she was like, JB, how could you stay there for me? Everyone had given up, even me had given up. I told them to leave, but you came back for me and sacrificed your chair for me, your seat. You're gonna stand up and why I can sit down. Bro, those are the little things we do to people. Which is way. That's what is gonna win a woman's heart.
She was emotionally
You
affected.
you find ladies sitting somewhere, you get them a bottle of drink. Hey, ladies, you want to drink something? It doesn't have to be a Casamigos or Remy Martin. You can get them 2 shots, 3 shots. Tell them I'm buying this not to sleep with you, just to let you know there are good men out there. Bro, that's how we teach our women. That's how we teach them.
No, no, to
So
come out.
I talk about everything
Come
with
out, hold your peewee and be pinching it like this in the club, like remote control.
look at you.
I'm
Go for
just
it.
no, go ahead. Sorry, you were saying
No,
what?
yeah. I was just saying that there's so many things that we can do. And I always try. I'm not the most perfect man, but I always understand that most women, especially African women, are not well treated. That's why when a woman meets a man who is good in bed and she meets a guy who is not good in bed, she will tell her friends because they believe that as an African woman, two things you must get from a man: money and bedmatics. But that's not the truth. Yes, that's not the truth. Stop taking your wives or your girlfriends to your country for vacation. That's not vacation. That's family meeting. Take your woman, take your woman to an island, man. Take your woman to,
No, that is the most realest statement that you've made on this thing. I swear. Please.
That's why
Taking me to your country is not a vacation.
It's not.
it's family
It's
meeting.
It literally is an introduction, or it's just giving a meeting. Yeah, it's not.
Oh my goodness.
No, don't
Stop
take me
doing that.
there.
You take your wife to your country. That's not vacation. I talk to a lot of ladies who are not happy. Why is that? Why is that when you see a single guy, a baby daddy, as we call them, they are happy. But most baby mamas, they have to tell you, I'm a single mother doing it all by myself. Because it's hard already being a woman. You see, it's already hard being a woman, and now you meet a woman who has to prove herself. You live in a country where a woman, and we're going to talk about elections later. I don't want to get in there. A woman has to prove a point just because society has labeled her an outcast or a downtrodden, so she has to climb the social ladder to get to the top. And you as a man, all you have to do is get a big D, or you have some money in your pocket, and you're not even good looking. You're so ugly, but you want the best woman on earth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Iggy said, "Don't appearance is what's parked outside." You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's always the ugly niggas that get the good looking girls.
Thank you.
They say like charges don't attract. Like charges repel. Like charges attract. What is the forces of nature? We're not the people who created it. Look,
to take this one.
Look at Mr. Jimmy right there. Look at Mr. Jimmy right there. As dark as he is, why did he not go marry somebody who's as dark?
and that is the real truth. AK, I say this to folks many times and they don't get it. I tell them I've dated the most ugly girls you can think of, and also maybe the most beautiful. My wife is beautiful. The reason why was not because of their looks. It's because I am sapiosexual. And I said it all the time. When I met my wife, I was in multiple relationships at the time. But guess what? She told me something which actually she was sowing a seed in my life. She told me, hey, you need to save money. You need to marry a woman. The women I was talking to at the time, most of them was about, okay, I need to buy a new shoe. Let's go eat. Let's go drink. Let's go there. And I was doing those things, but she came to me and she got my attention. She got my intellect, my psyche. When she got my psyche, boom, I had to marry that one.
It's close.
So AK is not because of my skin tone or her skin color. No, I'm a black dude, but some people tell me I'm a little bit good looking. So my color really doesn't have a lot to do when it comes to me marrying your sister. It was about my heart and her heart, which actually came together.
Your heart is dark, her heart is light. You still came
you're mad. You're so
hey,
mad.
Yo.
You're very mad. You're very mad. Look at me, this mad man. That was a good one, man. That was a good one.
That one. You know, I could not let that one go.
That was a good one.
It was a perfect segment because you were talking about how much women have to prove their worth, right? To attain the heights that men do with, less effort. Some of them drink their way through college, but yet become CEOs and things like that. But let a woman try that. It's a whole different ballgame. Today, Tuesday, it's election day in America. Elections are done by now in most states. It's past 9 p.m., right? Yep.
Okay, before you jump into this election segment, let me ask you one question. Do you have a spec? You have a spec?
Do you have a spec?
Yes, for a woman you want, your dream woman. Do you have a spec?
Yeah.
Okay. And your spec up here or from here down? My
spec is in two places. Here and
no, you got to choose one, man. Don't do this. Don't do this.
I already knew he was about to say yeah. If you can choose,
I know you are not sapiosexual. AK, you are not sapiosexual. When you talk to me, you tell me about the ship. The ship has a role to play more than the heart, more than the head.
Oh, the shape.
Yes, the head and the heart are two different things.
You should know me by now, man.
Go ahead.
You should know me by now. Like,
go ahead.
Most of the things, like, for example, take for example, the other day we're arguing about the whole debate thing, right? And I was trolling and everybody was getting mad. And the whole time I'm in the back laughing my tail off. Because I'm like, yo, how come you guys are not saying that I'm trolling you guys right now? And I was just dying. But nah, you gotta be here first. Well, there's two here and here. Like I said,
Oh my gosh. Choose one, Eke. Choose one.
I
Choose
cannot choose
one.
one. I cannot choose.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. I know what I want. You're independent when it comes to that. But I for one, I go with this because I understand if you have this, you can get the rest. I don't see why a woman who is this smart should spend $30 trying to get implants. $30,000, then the next day you don't have food to eat. I'd rather say you eat now than save money to go get your implants if you truly want some. That's the
People
head
say,
acting.
you only live once. Like, remember back in college when you'll be drinking, partying like there's no tomorrow. You go, YOLO. You only live once.
YOLO.
But I think also think that it doesn't hit you till you get to a certain point in time, right? And then you look back and you're like, man, was all that necessary? You know what I mean? And I just chalk it up to a moment in time. But then when you pass a certain stage and you keep doing a certain thing, at this point, I don't know if it's if your brain is clicking inside like it normally supposed to, right? Like something is not working properly at this point in time. So I don't know. But again, to each their own, as they say.
Awesome. Yeah, sorry I brought you back. You can go to your elections. We can talk about this all night. You go ahead.
Yeah, so wait, did you guys vote? Tutu, you voted? Where did you vote?
I did. I had to do an absentee ballot because I'm not registered in the state of Texas.
So if they look it up on the thing that you showed us,
it says ballot mailed. So they mailed it to me and then I had to do a paper,
You're one of the people who give Trump ammunition to just be
No. Yeah. I literally did it and then I filled it. I had to do the paper form and then I had to mail it back to Maryland.
How long did it take you? Do you know?
I requested it like a week before last, like Friday, and then I got it. They sent it through email, so it's electronic. So they sent it through email, and then I printed out. So I got it on like Monday, and then I mailed it out that same day.
Is there a deadline to when you have to mail it out?
Yeah. So I have to mail it out. I can either mail it out like before November 5th or on November 5th. Like that's the latest.
Excuse me. So you still have your Maryland ID?
Yeah.
Why not? Why don't you have a Texas ID?
Because I haven't changed that yet.
Okay, cool.
She thinks that she'll run away and go back to MD.
That's a little piece of Maryland that I have in my heart. So let me just I had to give up my tags like last month. So at least let me keep my license. The least I could do.
So let me ask you this then. How do you plan on keeping your tags and your tax Texan and your ID Maryland?
So you can do that. So you can just You can literally have Texas tags and have a Maryland license, like a different state.
How long can you keep the tax for? How long?
For as long as like my tags or my license.
Your tax.
As long as I want to until it's time to renew. Texas, I think they renew it every year.
Oh, so it's not going to last long because they're going to.
It's not going to last long. Meanwhile, my Maryland license is what I got it renewed before I moved out here, so it doesn't expire literally until 2030.
Exactly. So each time I go to California, I can just go get a new ID if I want to.
But I mean, all that's going to come to an end if I ever have to buy a house out here.
Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Well, yeah. I mean, eventually when that time comes, then I'm going to have to, and then even to vote. But I'll do that the next 4 years.
Because my wife voted this year from Minnesota. She got a Minnesota ID.
Yeah.
She owns a property and she has a job. So
she finally succeeded.
I did not succeed, man.
If I succeeded converting one soul to Minnesotan.
What's her last name?
No,
what is her last name? There you go.
That's all. Okay. But quick question to you guys. Let's get this started like this. Tutu, are you listening?
Yeah, I was just trying to get updates. Sorry.
No worries.
Election.
I was just making sure you're listening. Okay. What's the number one issue to you, right, when it came to this election that was driving your vote? What was your number one issue? I know there are many, but for you, what was at the top, right? And I'll give you 5 different to pick from. The economy, health, immigration, climate change, foreign policy. Tutu, what was your
Health.
health? Of course.
Yeah.
Of course it was health.
What was the other options? Oh, but you said choose one. Okay, I'll let you go for it. Okay, because I had another one too.
Economy, health, immigration, climate change, foreign policy. My own is economy. Yeah. It's JB.
My own is health.
Health. Okay. All right. Let's discuss. So, health. Both of you pick health. I'll let MC Jimmy go first, and then Tutu you go. What about health? Could you break it down?
Amber Nicole Topman. That's her name. She just died, and she was in the hospital for hours, no treatment, because of a self-induced abortion pill she took.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's a girl she was born in 1993. So she is only 31 years old. She had a child, and now she had aspirations to become a nurse, registered nurse. And you know what nurses did to mankind during COVID, right? When you look at things like that, it tells you a woman should be able to make decisions. And it's not that way back, I think it's like 58 or 68, where women started voting, Black women in America. Now that women can vote, we're looking for possibilities where we can actually get egalitarian principles with male and between male and female. Then you go and you set a state abortion law preventing women from having abortions. I'm sitting here talking today. Yeah, you will tell me Christianity and all that stuff. No. Your dude running for president had a child. 3 months later, he was sleeping with a porn star. That's against religion, right? This other lady that was in the supermarket, he grabbed her, is also a crime and also a sin, adultery. So I don't want to put faith in front of this, but I think America has gotten to a point where a woman's right of choice should be a prime motive for all men. Because if my wife today is having issues, having a utopic pregnancy, and we cannot do it, we cannot have an abortion, she's going to pass on. What's going to happen? You tell me there have to be no possibility that the fetus is going to survive. There has to be no heartbeat before a woman should be treated. 2024. I will stop there. I can talk forever on this, but healthcare to me is the best. Rest on, Nicole.
So, Tutu.
Yeah, I definitely I agree with that. Just like how MCW was saying, the girl, she actually went to, what was it, like 3 different states or something like that, and she was like denied access, like healthcare access. So I feel like, as for me, especially as a woman, healthcare is my main thing, because like everybody keeps saying, nobody should tell me what I'm allowed to do with my body. And I honestly feel like, as if, like, especially living in this state where I live in Texas, where abortion is already illegal, it's like that already is like something, if I was to ever get pregnant and, God forbid, I'm in a situation where I'm raped and I'm pregnant, I basically have to like travel somewhere else to get rid of the child, or I basically just have to go ahead and carry the child out of the situation. So I feel like, as if, it's not fair to have men, because it's mostly men that's dictating what women can do with their body. So I just feel like, as if, and it's not just even the young lady that we're like almost the same age. So that's like really close to home. So it's like the fact that we really still are going through this in this 2024 in a like possible or potential presidential candidate is basically just saying like fuck women's rights is ridiculous. Yeah, nah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree with both of y'all. I mean, yeah. I picked economy because I knew all of you would pick healthcare. Shave JB has been stressing healthcare for the past 2 weeks now. He's even stressed right now because of that healthcare thing.
I am stressed, man. I'm stressed.
Take it easy, man. You never have daughters yet. You're so stressed. But I don't know, looking at when it comes to taxes, right? How they want Trump's economic policy to Harris's economic policy. how I really, with all these millionaires backing these guys up, I just feel like they're planning something, and they're just going to drop it on us when he becomes president, and we're not even going to expect what they're about to drop on us. Because there's no reason why Elon, for example, will say, "Oh, I'll give $1 million out for X, Y, Z if you pledge to vote for Trump." Like, who does that? When has that ever been a thing in America? You know what I mean? And also too, with gas prices and food prices, everything rising, it's like, yo, when are we, really gonna get something? I'm not saying that the Democrats have a plan for this, but I'm saying that just looking at what Trump has been talking about, especially with tax cuts, it's insane. Just you keep taxing us, but not the rich. Make it make sense. I also know that, yeah, for them to also employ us, they also need some benefits. I don't know, political bullshit, but still, take it easy on some of us, man. Like, and then Jimmy was mentioning something about the child tax credit, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
$6,000.
yeah. And for homes too, for people who want, new home buyers,
25,000.
25K. Yeah, so those are all definitely good incentives, to help people at least buy homes, even though it's not easy to maintain, but hey, to each your own. Anyways, let's move on.
Wait, question
No,
before we
no.
move
We're not moving on. We have things for you. To go first.
Oh, what would I was trying to think because the 5 things you said was foreign policy, economy, health, what else?
Migration, climate change.
Immigration.
Climate change.
Another thing that was pissing me off was this whole Trump was trying to grant immunity, but I don't know what that would fall under. I feel like it would kind of fall under economy in a sense because
Come
it's
again.
kind
He's
of
trying to grant immunity to himself.
yes, to the officers,
to cops, yeah.
the cops. So I feel like in a sense it's maybe part of economy because it's like the money is kind of going towards the police officers. You know how everybody's trying to do the whole defund the police thing? Yeah. So in a sense, I think that might fall under, I might be wrong, but that's another thing why like voting was very, very important to me because you're basically telling us that you are okay with these cops out here killing people and they're just getting a slap on the wrist, which they've already been getting already. But you're basically saying that, oh, by any means, you can go outside and any cop can sit there and just be like, all right, because I'm pissed and I'm in a shitty mood, I'm just go ahead and kill somebody and I'm good. And I just think that that's very, I don't know what he was thinking when he thought that. I don't think it was very smart or whatever. Like we're already dealing with a lot as it is. So for you to sit here and say, oh, I want to grant immunity to these police officers. Yeah, no.
And the fact that he's saying that we'll use the military to go after people in America.
Martial law.
Like, come on, dog. Like, hey, yo, relax. And then for him to also have said, oh, Christians go out and vote. This is the last time you have to do it. Like, dog, that's a wild statement. That's a very, very wild statement. What do you mean by this is the last time you're going to have to do it? So
She's going to change all those in charge of election. Like he's doing already. If Trump takes power, we're going to have like 2 or 3 more judges in the Supreme Court who are going to step down. So if you get 3 more judges go down, guess what? Now you're working on, or now we have 6-3, or let's say 6-3, or let's say 5-4. They say 1 independent as a claim. But now when you finally have 3 more on these other ones going out, guess what? That's court packing. Oh shoot, man! I don't even want to think about that. Yeah,
can I give y'all an update?
Please do.
On the election?
Yes, too.
Okay, so Trump we have to get to 270 to win.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And Trump is at 154.
Mm-hmm.
And Kamala's at 53.
Nice.
Trump has 28 million and Kamala has 25 million. So yeah, the way this is going is giving real ghetto out here.
As a national results?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Pennsylvania, Kamala is leading with 57.5 and Trump is 41.5.
Okay.
Yeah. So this update.
Trump took over North Carolina. He's leading in North Carolina now.
Yeah, he's gonna take North Carolina. Yeah. He's gonna take it.
Yeah, Harris is leading.
Huh?
In Michigan, Harris is leading.
Yeah, if she wins your state, then takes she's winning Pennsylvania with a huge margin. She takes Pennsylvania, takes your state. Then now we're looking between Georgia is kind of like still shaky for now.
Yeah, Georgia. Yeah, she needs like three out of
Yeah.
like
Yeah, we
5
have
to like.
North Carolina is gonna go. Wisconsin, waiting for Wisconsin. Nevada might not come her way. So we're looking at Arizona and Wisconsin. If she gets the 2 states, power to the winner.
Arizona is like a shaky because Arizona, you know how they made Trump made that little comment, whatever, about the Puerto Rico thing. So it's kind of like they got a whole bunch of Puerto Ricans, I think, that's like in Arizona, also like bordering. So they were speaking about that, about how they're not really on Trump's side. But yeah.
But you know, it wasn't Trump who made that comment, though.
It was a comedian. Yeah, it was a comedian. But yeah,
He didn't deny it.
He didn't. He didn't.
Yeah.
So
this guy's just right. To that, if you get a roast comedian to come on stage, what do you expect the roast comedian to do?
Ignorance to the law is no excuse.
I mean, yeah, like you're a comedian, so obviously, but sometimes it's just certain things. It's not necessary. Like there's so many other things that you could be funny about and you could roast.
Thank you.
Like it's not, especially at a sensitive time like this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many other shit you could have came up with out of all things. And remember, the audience that you're talking about are the audience that you need in order for you to win. So it's like you can't sit here and burn bridges with people, the Hispanics or the Latinos, and you trying to be key funny when you actually need them on your side.
Thank you. Man, we are ready for you tonight. I know it's not against you, but we're just ready because these are the things that we need to talk about more. I have barely 50 more. If I live up to 50 more years on earth, then I'm really blessed, you know. So what's gonna happen when I go? My sons, they might still be alive. What's gonna happen when I go? What am I leaving? What is gonna be the earth at that time? What's gonna happen up? You have billionaires coming up and saying, I'm gonna give you $1 million if you pledge to vote. You have billionaires jumping on stage and acting as if supporting some dude you've condemned yourself. And we just realized that you, this billionaire who is supporting Trump, came into America illegally. You came into this country from South Africa through Canada, lying. You were coming for a seminar when you're coming to work. You and your brother. Now you are the richest man on earth because of this great country, and you don't want other folks to follow the same path you used to get into this country. Double standards, man.
Yep. Trump wins the state of Texas. I'm not surprised.
That's for sure, man.
He did?
That's like saying tomorrow. That's like saying tomorrow is Wednesday, man.
Right.
Come on, man. It's like you say Kamala wins California. Jeez, that's no news.
Oh my God.
Yeah, California has like 80-something delegates. So very soon, this is what happened last time. When this started, those who don't understand, those who don't know.
Oh, no, I said Michigan.
No, Kamala is going to get Michigan.
But we already knew Texas was already. They just
you can't even mention like same as California. You can't mention California, man. Those are all gone. Those are states.
These are people that walk around with guns willy-nilly anyhow. So at this point, I'm not surprised. Go ahead, AK. Sorry with that.
Go ahead, AK.
Under Trump's economic tax plan, he has eliminating taxes on tips and social security benefits. Man, let me tell you guys a little story, man. You know, when trolling gets out of hand, you know, I'm talking about that, he's driving. Said this in the back, right? And he's driving, and we started talking about elections, and you know, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to like that. I'm voting for Trump. So, excuse me? I said, I'm voting for Trump. He goes, why? I said, why not? Why should I vote for another person? You know, things like that. He goes, well, I want to tell you something. If my social security is gone, you're going to be paying it for me. And then I was saying this in the back, like he's trying to explain something. I'm like, what do you mean? I mean, what would it go in America? And he's like, what do you mean? It was like really livid, right? And he's saying this in the back, Grandpa, he said, will you shut up? I'm trying to explain myself here. I was like, dude, calm down. I was like, calm down, man. It's not that deep. Like, this election is really getting people on their nerves. I mean, their nerves. But I don't know. when you guys hear about it, the topic on social security, do you guys even think about it at this day and age, at this point in time at which you are?
Honestly, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really do not be thinking about it at all. Maybe I need to, but like I just no.
It's none of your concerns at the moment.
I don't think it pertains to me right now, in a sense.
Now, this is America. This is when people who don't understand American politics, they get so lost. When they see Trump is at 168 and Harris is 62, they be like, Trump is leading. Now the blue wave is about to start coming in. All right. You got Washington, you got California, New York just came through, you got Minnesota, maybe Wisconsin, maybe Michigan, maybe Pennsylvania, and maybe Nevada or Arizona. If she locks up all those states, boom. Even with Georgia and Florida, you are wasting your time at North Carolina. So anyone thinking that Trump got this is too early to call. Okay, just chill. Let's make sure we get the popular votes. That's what I want. I want us to beat him like with 5 million plus, so that he.
Well, wait. Where did the Social Security question come from? To the Social Security question.
Oh, okay. They can bring it up.
They got carried away.
Well, I know we're over here trying to do live updates. Sorry, y'all. We try to give y'all the live updates.
I know. I just like, I know you're talking about the Social Security, man. We still have a long time for that, but just that our parents now are the ones catching up with that. Because Social Security, the more you work, the more the seniors get paid. That's how Social Security is. We're working so they can get paid. So when we get older, those are going to be. So Social Security is basically people working for you to get paid. 401k is different. That's why you see folks do 401k and then do Social Security. Yeah. So the fact that you're working right now, you're paying tax, you're actually helping the older folks, the elderly. So when you get to their age, you will be getting Social Security, maybe a 401k, plus maybe pension if you work for the state or the county or federal government.
But as I say, Social Security is depleting. How?
That's what I just told you. So they're going to reduce the amount. They're going to make you get so much money right now. You're going to get some money from your paycheck. If you're making $2,000, Biden was cutting 500. You're going back home with 1,500, right? Trump is going to make you get 1,900, and only 100 will go towards Social Security.
Oh,
so the elderly now, instead of the $2,000 they're getting a month, they're going to be getting like $300.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
tell us exactly. Right now. Before, when you go to, especially like in when you go to most of these retirement homes, you see actually these elder people actually leaving and going to work instead of actually enjoying their retirement and things like that because of what you just mentioned. And anyways, whoever is voting for Trump, just know, that's what is going to happen here in a bit. But most of all, you guys should not say that they didn't warn you guys. The Supreme Court, where he goes now and started moving. Thomas Clarence, he's getting into what? His 10th term of the Supreme Court?
That's another nigga that need to go. He needs to go.
Who's that?
Clarence Thomas.
Clarence Thomas.
Oh, okay.
He gotta go. ASAP.
I think that they're just waiting right now for this guy to jump on, and then he'll come. Hey man, you need to go home and retire so that he appoints a new one. And hey, if we get 3 more Republicans on that thing, we in deep trouble.
What, in the Senate?
No, Supreme Court.
Oh, okay. That's a dude. Oh, you mean the dude who's taking all the money from the rich guy? And Even sold his mom's house to that dude.
Yep.
What's his name? Terrence what?
Clarence Thomas.
Yeah.
You know how that? You know what? Let me keep my comments to my side. Never mind.
No, come on, say it, girl.
It's something you learn in radio.
Okay.
No, go ahead and say it. We're really gonna hold you. We don't hold you.
I don't wish bad on people, but you know how they had those string of cases where the judges were getting burglarized and beat up.
Mm-hmm.
that was one person that I was sitting here and said, why did they miss this man? But you know what? It's okay. We're gonna let God handle it at this point.
Oh, but you know the dude. Do you know the dude who went and attacked former Speaker of the House, husband?
Mm-hmm.
Pelosi, yeah.
Yeah, he got life, man. He got life in no
Yeah.
parole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had a hammer.
Yeah, he got
He
life.
had a hammer and he was getting ready to kill this man.
Yeah, he got life. Jeez.
The what you call it? The I forgot. She's a judge. Her I forgot what her name was. Hispanic judge. They one of the suspect like ran into the house or whatever and ended up killing the son or
Oh
something
God.
like that. Yeah, they ended up killing the son. It was a whole big thing. I remember, yeah, a whole bunch of them was getting like terrorized and stuff. I don't know. It's getting real ghetto out here.
Very, very. But let me ask you guys this, right?
Sure.
In all honesty, though, what makes a candidate truly qualified? Like, what qualities make a candidate presidential to you?
Party affiliation to most folks.
Well, he ain't never lied. That's true. Somebody that understands the people and actually wants to do good for the people. Like, don't just do stuff because you like are trying to win and try to like get. Because what is it? Didn't Kamala just said she about to legalize recreational marijuana?
Yeah.
Like, she was never saying that before. Was she ever saying that before? No.
No.
She now just, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel with her like it's just giving like, oh, let me just do this so that I can get the people on my side.
No, don't do that. Tell me the things she said before. This woman has been the most qualified woman to ever run for
No, no,
office.
no, no, no. I'm not saying. I'm asking. That's what I'm saying. I said
Okay.
I'm not sure. Did she ever say that she was going to legalize or make recreational marijuana legalized? That's what I'm asking. I don't know if she did.
No, she wasn't running on that basis. From day one, her issues it was being her language is always been her dogma has been we're not going back. We're not going back to the time where we were actually struggling. Now we're building. People talk of America actually coming, grocery prices. Do you know how much people spend in Nigeria or around the world these days? People are suffering. $1 used to be almost four naira back then. I think like 2 years ago, it was like 4 naira for $1. Now, $1 is 160,000 naira. Can you believe? So folks are suffering. The economy is building. We're building back to get to the point where we were coming from before the Great Recession. And people don't even tell you that every 15 years, we have that. We have a recession. Look at what Trump is just saying. A lot of folks are talking about massive cheating going on in Philadelphia because he's losing Philly. Come on, man. Come on. We're already getting things like this coming on. I'm sorry, I have to bring I'm giving you guys live update. He's already talking about cheating in Philly. He hasn't talked about cheating in Georgia because he's living in Georgia. He's having shaky ground in Michigan and also Wisconsin. But now he's saying cheating is going on in Pennsylvania. That's what I'm talking about. How do you vote for this person knowing fully well that he will not give you facts? He's just going to go according to his instincts and become emotional sometimes like MCJB when I get emotional too. Messed up my mind.
Hey, yo, please.
He messed up my train of thought, man. Jeez.
I'm screaming.
You have more questions for us, AK?
Hold on. I'm not expecting
I get emotional.
Oh my goodness. Oh, now you're asking about her accomplishments. Just to remind the viewers, some key career highlights. First Black and South Asian American Vice President.
Thank you.
Former California Attorney General, U.S. Senator for California, and then the 2020 presidential primary candidate. And she's
Did you mention the fact that she's a VP too?
Yeah.
She was a prosecutor too, right? She was a prosecutor.
Prosecutor, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Former California Attorney General.
Mm-hmm.
And she went to a HBCU.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're smart. You're smart.
Went to HBCU and she is Divine 9. Shout out to the Greeks.
I can't wait to MC your wedding.
MC my wedding?
I'll be his mic holder.
Please.
And some key accomplishments as VP. championed abortion rights, engaged with 150 world leaders across 90 countries.
Wow.
Oversaw confirmations of first Black woman to Supreme Court. That's massive.
Ketanji Brown.
Yeah. And then cast tie-breaking votes for landmark legislations.
Nice.
Yeah, so those are our key accomplishments. If you want Trump's, go and Google yourself. You know
Thank you so much.
Getting
Thank
shot
you so
at.
much. Thank you.
That's not funny, but sheesh.
he was trying to make a statement.
This is so sickening. Just for a second, right? Just understand something. I know we are live, we're talking this, and also we're not live, we're recording, and also we're watching the news live. Guess what? You've won a couple of states where you might go home with North Carolina. Kamala is there, not even said nothing. You are already attacking Philadelphia, saying that massive cheating going on in Philly. Just because we know, just when tomorrow it goes that Trump did not win, already this year is going to be Philly. Last year was Georgia. Now you got Georgia locked down this year. Now you're coming 3 years ago. Now it's Philly. Come on, man. Can Americans just take a ride and do the right thing? Come on, this is crazy.
Go ahead,
bro. I'm sorry.
Right? We talk about democracy, right? We talk about democracy and we're preaching democracy to the remainder of the world. How are we leading in that sense if we portray to the world that we who preach democracy at our finest, when it comes down to this, we have people who are rejecting election results? When we go out to say, oh, adopt democracy, what do we expect them to get from that?
Who are Americans?
Yeah, Americans.
Who are Americans? Americans came from Europe.
Oh,
Americans came from Africa. Americans came from Asia. Americans came from Australia.
People are here.
Okay, Americans are Indian Americans, even though they don't talk about them. So you have a diversity of people. I was talking to my friend in Germany today, and I asked him a question. Do you guys even praise Hitler in Germany? He said no. There are folks who will support Hitler, but no one will talk about it openly. But Trump will openly talk about policies. He will say Hitler was not all that bad. In America, it's just to tell you the kind of mindset we have. I'm so fortunate we have only 300 million people in America. If it was like 600 million, we would have been going back to the days of the 400 years ago. I'm not going to lie to you. And when you pay a little bit of attention to why they're talking about abortion, it's not because of Christianity. It's because of population stratification. The Black race or every other race apart from the Caucasian race is going at a growth level, while the Caucasian is at a diminishing returns. So they want, yeah, so it's going, diminishing returns is going back, right? Go ahead.
Wasn't it in what country? Ireland or some country in Denmark? I don't know. I forget the country. But they were actually paying for Black men to attend white parties so the white women can get to know them and marry or have kids with them. Like, that's wow. That's really wow.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
That's nice.
Do you want to visit that country?
I'll pass, man.
Uh-huh.
I'll pass. But I don't know if people want to do, but I'll pass. They're paying too. So I'll put the screenshot here for you guys to see. You can take the link and you can go apply if you want. But they are paying, you know. They want Black Kumbangalas.
Oh my God. That's crazy. They should just go to Zanzibar every summer. They should just go to Zanzibar every summer. They'll be fine. Or go to Equatorial Guinea. They will be pleased. Mbango will deal with them.
I'm pretty sure he read the book of Solomon and said, man, I will beat this guy. This guy will have nothing on me by the time I'm done.
No. Well, you learn it. Solomon only had 3 kids. 1 came from Africa. 2 came from the other wives. He had 1,000 women and he only had 3 kids. What does that tell you?
Sad is that.
So you cannot compare him with this dude. This dude only has 400 tapes only, and he has 6 kids. So,
it's right.
And these are 6 legal kids we know of. When does the DNA start coming out? Because he's having unprotected sex, right?
The whole thing was why was he grabbing his nipples so much, man? Like, anyways, that's a whole different topic. We're talking
That's his own
Kamala's
orgasm.
leading in Wisconsin.
That's his own orgasm. Oh, that's dope. My brothers probably voted.
She's leading in Pennsylvania, 51.7. Trump has 47.
Yeah, that's why they're cheating.
Nah, only in America, man. Before the results are out, somebody's already crying that, they're cheating him in X, Y, and Z place.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
Like you're losing, but you're looking for a way that folks will have clemency for you. It's pardon or pity you. That's the right word. Why are you begging folks to go revolt in Philly? Right now we have folks standing in line, kids standing in Philly who have been in all day trying to vote. They just got out of classes, but they actually made it out of class, and they made it to the line before 7 p.m. So they are legally allowed to vote. Now you're trying to go there and cause issues. Did you guys listen that they were attacking? There were threats of a bomb threats in black churches, and the FBI had to actually. Oh man,
there was Georgia had bomb threats today. They had 5 polling places with bomb threats, and then
black churches.
No, I know the churches, and then they had some today at the polling places. It was like 5 different counties. They were saying. And then Georgia actually is going to be delayed because their software just like crashed. So it just reported that their software is like crashed. They're experiencing Georgia's Gwinnett County is experiencing significant delays in reporting results due to software. So Georgia, we're going to be But Trump, as we're speaking now. He spoke to people at Mar-a-Lago.
Of course. Of course. Of course. He has his family out there and people. So of course. I'm just looking at Virginia. Virginia is trying to almost go back to right. I hope it doesn't flip. Yeah, because Virginia the West is for sure, but Virginia is actually
Ted Cruz is leading in Texas. You know what? I just give up with this state.
Ted Cruz should lead. They're gonna vote for him.
Just give up with this state.
So you know the most interesting thing about the Republican Party 4 years from now? Who's going to be their head? That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, who will be?
Because the current VP actually doesn't like the president. Their former VP still doesn't like the president. So we're going to have people like Nikki. He's going to come back. Nikki's going to come back. Not Nicki Minaj, okay?
Who, Nikki Haley?
She's going to come back, yeah. So she's going to come back. So Ted Cruz is going to come back. JD Vance is going to stand. It's going to be crazy in 4 years. Mike Pence is going to be there too.
Mike Pence is going to be where? Mike Pence can't stand.
Oh, Mike Pence is coming back 2027 straight up. Yeah, it's coming back. 2027 is coming back.
This is actually insanity.
Oh wow.
This is what do you guys
go ahead. College.
The what?
No, people are worried about the popular vote, but there's also the electoral college, right? Are you guys worried about that at all?
Popular vote doesn't count. It's the electoral college that counts.
The electoral college is the one that matters.
Yeah, popular vote doesn't matter. It's just to see how many people voted.
This
is like California. Go ahead.
So when people went to vote this time around, did they take into consideration who their constituents are? Did they do that due diligence?
That's what I was telling my wife. You have to vote for them because these are the people that are going to be voting in case of there's a tie. If there are issues, then you have the delegates now have to start voting. Those are the people that you're going to choose the next president. It's crazy. Man, I can't wait for Wednesday to come so bad, man. The Tuesday was crazy.
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Yeah, I just want to get this election fever away.
What do you guys like? What are your biggest concerns or worries about if the election doesn't go how you would like it to go?
Asking the question to someone who's had a president there for 42 years.
Facts.
Please, we're not talking about Fabio right now. We're talking about
Yeah, I just answered your question
America
already.
right now.
Yeah, because we had 2016 when I was working with United Health Group. Yeah, 2020 when they had to vote. I suspected all my coworkers the following morning. I was just suspecting them like you're the one who voted for this dude. I wasn't I wasn't eligible to vote at the time. I was just like, you did not. That's why 2022 I voted because I was legal now to vote, you know. But I was like, I don't trust you guys. Honestly. We came to work on a Monday morning. Everybody was so happy. And they were happy about what happened Halloween. And they were like, oh yeah, it was great. And now we're planning to go vote and kick this guy out. I could not vote, but I was also there. I'm gonna vote, I'm gonna vote. They can't know your status, right? Guess what? The next day we came to work, all my Caucasian friends were smiling. I'm so sure these guys went in the bathroom and they had meetings in the bathroom and they talked about things like, did you guys see that guy there? No,
Please.
no, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, how did that even happen? But guess what? That year we had COVID, we had everything, so we lived throughout that year like that. We lived through those treacherous moments. And now, if he wins again, I'm just gonna keep myself with my two little boys at home, be happy. But one thing I would definitely not do is that I'm not going to a shooting range like AK. I'm not buying a gun, irrespective of what is happening. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
still not. Yeah,
I actually
still.
removed mine and brought. I brought my own down and kept it closer. You know, for this whole week, it will be closer, right close to me. Any miss necessary.
Please,
But
And
most
brought it
please,
down.
please
I
don't
walk
keep that thing
around.
loaded. Please don't keep it loaded,
No,
please.
no, never, no, never.
Thank you.
That magazines are separate from. But most of all, I walk around. Most of all, I'm always, with my um knife, with your knife. So.
Oh,
Hence
okay,
why I
okay,
don't have
okay,
none of
okay.
those stuff.
Okay, let's talk about something different, okay? Let's I don't. Okay, let me tell you something, okay? This is my view about life. If you're ready for war, if you prepare for war, it means you like war. Why would you be driving a very beautiful car? You're not like living like in a neighborhood where someone's gonna jump you and try to steal your car or steal stuff like that. You're living in a good neighborhood, good schools and good everything. Yep. Then you want to leave your house after smelling so good, some Pakora bands, some good J's on, some True Religions, and looking all fancy. The next thing that comes to your head is, hey, let me go get my knife. Man, you just killed the whole swag.
That's even more of a reason to have the knife because you just said it. Once you have a nice car, you dress nice and things, people think they could sit here and try. Exactly. That's even more of a reason to have the knife.
I
That is
like the
not
perch.
Tutu, AK is coming to see you, he's coming to visit you, and you guys are gonna have a romantic moment. The moment you hug him and you're like, oh baby, you smell good. Then you try to run your hand from his head to his waistline. Then you feel a very fat knife. My sister, what goes through your mind? My sister, tell me what goes through your mind.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's true. Like, why the hell do you have that?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Maybe it's for protection.
What protection?
It's a tactical knife. Maybe I like to hunt. You never know.
Yeah, no, but all that, you got to keep that in the car before you come in. You ain't about to, you're not going to get upset with me and then try to take it
Oh
out on
my
me.
god.
Absolutely
Oh my
not.
god.
Keep all that stuff in the car.
Well, I
Oh.
mean, before then, if we've been going on dates, you already know that there are certain things that I like. Like, for example, I love my guns, I love my knives, things like that. So it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, but as long as you're not like out with it, like.
No, not like out with it, but there are some places that if I'm going, I'm definitely having it with me. There is no two way around it. I have it with me. Well, if I go hiking, most of the times, I go for 2 to 3 hours, 4 hours sometimes, in the bushes. I'm not about to be up there without those things.
Yeah, you need your knife.
So.
Okay. First of all,
What if you see a mountain lion or a bear or something?
you're looking for trouble, man. You're looking for trouble. No matter what you do, AK, what are you hiking for? Up to the point where you need to walk with a knife.
Because animals, mountain lions, bears,
Yeah.
deers, people are, actually hiking trails are like one of the like most common places where people get kidnapped and abducted and stuff like that. Yeah, that's actually for real.
then don't do it. That's all I'm saying. It's like when you go, there's this whole segment on TikTok which is called "Why Do White People Wonder?" Like you see a dude, you see this dude. My cousin actually runs one of a very, very wonderful channel. Gio, yeah, he's out in California, very popular guy. Here, when you see things like you see folks, they go into a cave where they know they find traces of a bear and they go into that cave. What are you expecting? Okay.
To see if we'll find a bear.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, you're telling me that I tell you this all the time. If you just ride on my car, you are dating my ex-girlfriend. There's a snake in your car. I am calling 911. I'm animal control. There's no way. There's no way. Even when they come and do everything, they come and test drive the car. They come and test the car. And, and there's no snake in that car. My brother, there's no way I'm driving that car home that night. It's that bad. I don't even know how you will be like, like folks will say, let's go try to swim. You don't know how to swim, then you jump in the lake. That are gonna help you.
That's how you learn.
You're gonna drown. You're gonna
No, that's
drown
how you
like
learn.
in
That's how you
front of them.
learn.
And
To me twice.
that's how you learn.
Yeah, that's how I learned.
Why should I learn swimming? What am I gonna do? What do you do with swimming,
What do you mean? Now I know how to swim. I can swim in big bodies of water.
What if you're in Florida and that flood occurs and the sea just floating on your car?
What will I be doing in Florida when the weatherman has told me to run away? That's what I'm asking you. That's what I'm asking you. What am I doing there?
Well, you're running away because you can't swim.
I'm running away because you have to. There's fright, flight, and fear, right? Is it fear, fright, flight?
Fright and flight.
Thank you, my brother. If you, this is, and I also kept this in my relationships when I was dating. When I was dating, a girl tells me she is single. I'll ask you, are you single as in not married or not having a boyfriend? If you tell me you don't have a boyfriend, I might consider dating you. If you tell me you have a boyfriend but it's complicated, I might consider. If you tell me you have a man, I stop liking you. I don't do that stuff. I don't do it. I don't do it. Yes, I've fallen liable to cases where she had a boyfriend. I was still talking to her and stuff like I was talking to her. Then I realized she was married. Then I stopped talking to her. No,
Let me ask you this then.
I'm not doing that. AK,
Let me ask you this then. Let me
go
ask you
ahead.
this. What are two most riskiest things you've done in your life?
Risky things I've done in my life. The most risky things I've done in my life. The most risky things I've
Why
done
laughing
in
to
my
this?
life.
That's funny.
Because I'm ready to hear these stories because I don't know if MC Jimmy has done risky things.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. AK, I am not jumping from a plane. I'm not doing no bungee jumping, swimming with sharks. I cannot even eat a snail. You should understand. I can't even eat a snake. Don't do so. The risky things I've done in my life, I think one of them is constant flying on an airplane. That's risky, even though it's
Is
a
what?
flying on an airplane.
I knew he was about to say that. I just knew something he was about to say
Yeah,
something like that.
my sister, my worst moment on earth is a turbulence. My worst
Really?
moment. Are you
I
kidding me?
love turbulence. I don't know
Oh my
why. I think I'm
gosh.
weird. I
Yeah.
love like
Yes.
just the whole. Yeah,
So you like that moment when folks are tripping
I
and you are
actually
happy?
like it.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I don't like risky stuff. I think, boom. This was years back where I was talking to my ex-girlfriend. I ran into my ex-girlfriend and she invited me to a hotel room. So I went to see her. The person who brought her over to Bamenda at the time was a married man she was dating. So she told me she likes a man for money and everything, but she loves me for who I am. Broke man who has nothing, but he's just there for the heart, sweet high school sweethearts and stuff. So I went and met this girl, and she told me we need to make love in this man's room. The man left his house that he was going to work, did not go out of town, was still in that same Bamenda. And this girl came from Limbe to meet me at the time. Nobody's gonna figure out who this lady is. Don't even try to figure it out. So I went and visited this girl in that room, and she was trying for us to have sex. And I told her, sister, if that dude comes, all he has to scream is he is sleeping with my wife. Man, you wouldn't have made me. I would have been RIP since. That was like in 2008. Yeah, to me that was risky. And I sat in that man's room with that lady the whole time the door was opened until I left. Yeah, I wasn't gonna do that. I don't take that stupid risk. I think,
Oh,
yeah, that's number two. Airplane and that girl that day. AK, what
Like, what's the riskiest
AK,
thing
can you
you've
even
done?
count yours? AK, can you count yours?
No,
We
Yeah,
have
because
like
AK
four.
has done it all.
Yeah, he has like 400.
Honestly.
oh man. No. Well, let me see.
You see? He has to
Obviously,
think.
like yours, but I was just gonna say I don't think there's a man out there who has not, done something similar like that. But my own instead of staying, I had two options, either to stay in the room or yeah, to just jump the balcony. I was not staying, man, because I did not trust my sinuses of shit. So yeah, I just jumped through the balcony, man. That was not an easy jump, but yeah.
What year was this?
I was in I, I was in 12 high school. What year? 2009.
Oh, thank God I didn't know you yet.
It was in the winter time too.
Not
Yeah.
jumping balcony in the wintertime. That's crazy.
Maryland, you guys don't have snow, right?
Crazy where Maryland we have snow.
Snow then, yeah. And then
Snow and ice.
snow and ice, and then I had my clothes in my hand. So I was just in my boxers and my shoes and then my clothes were in my hand. So
So you're one of those dudes I've seen on music video holding their stuff in
pretty
their hand and
much,
running
pretty
naked.
much, pretty
Dang.
much.
Not the run of shame.
All the way in Frederick too.
Not Frederick.
Frederick is Maryland, right?
Yeah, Frederick really.
Mhm.
Isn't that a Caucasian neighborhood?
It is before like it started getting like really populated and all whatnot.
Real ghetto out there.
Mm.
Oh wow.
My getaway driver, the car was literally running. My getaway, I jumped in, getaway driver, pew!
Oh, hold on. You had a homie waiting for you
Yeah,
to
yeah.
sexually satisfy your desires.
Pretty much.
Things we do for love.
Please.
Yeah, man. Shout out my man Five, man. Oh my God. But anyways, yeah, that's one. The second one, riskiest. Second one.
Wisconsin is a bottleneck.
Oh,
Michigan is
Maryland has elected their first Black U.S. senator, female.
Whoa,
female black.
that's nice.
Wow, that's nice.
I voted for her.
Oh,
Name's
that's
Angela
nice.
Oslo Brooks.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
It's
It's crazy how you Maryland, you guys are a democratic state, but you've been having a Republican governor until he left, I think 2 years
As
ago.
in, because why do we have this is Larry Hogan? He's running. What is he running for now? He's running for.
Trump passed Harris in Wisconsin, and he's tied in Pennsylvania.
Wait,
Huh?
wow. She
No,
was
no,
just
no.
leading.
What scores are you following, man? Come
On
on, man.
Apple News, man.
Come on, man. Don't who runs Apple News? Is it not
He
your
just
boy?
won. He just won Missouri and Ohio.
We're going to CNN.
Mhm. Those are his
He
states.
won Arkansas and Mississippi.
New York has Senate maintain her seat. Gillibrand,
Wow.
Kirsten.
A lot of
He
people
wins.
are
He
saying,
just won Utah.
Yeah, Utah is for them. No, Dakota. That's close to me.
who voted?
Pennsylvania's open till 10 because they had bomb threats.
Oh, that's nice. That's why he's complaining about massive fraud going on in Philly.
Maybe I gotta get out my side. Everything to him is fraud. There's nothing that happens that just happens normally. The only thing that's supposed to happen normally, it happens to him, and nobody.
I can't wait to get back to normalcy. Like, just be happy to wake up in the morning and feel free. Not how you see the amount of crime waves in the various cities have dropped drastically. School shooting has drastically dropped. When this guy gets back to power, oh shoot, there we go again. Yeah, it's crazy. That's why I now understand why so many Americans kids are homeschooled. I didn't know of homeschool until I got to America. That word didn't exist to me in Cameroon. What's homeschool?
Dang, this man is just. He wins Montana. Jeez.
Oh, come on, man. That's Montana, not sister.
I'm like, dang.
It's like you're saying Kamala won New York. Those are our places. New York, Delaware. Yep.
Who are you getting to homeschool your kids in Africa?
That's what I'm saying. But remember back in Cameroon, we used to have this thing, homework, and there are teachers that will come and teach you at home. So those there, I know of very rich families where they had teachers who come and teach them.
Yeah, we used to have well, my uncle don't come by. He used to have that, and just
And there are also some teachers that then some of those our friends would smuggle us into the house to help them because they could not read. So be the one reading the homework for them.
yeah. One of anyways, let's move on.
Yeah, ex-girlfriend. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, I was going to say one of the teachers that was teaching us back in the day. She used to show us her boobs and let us touch her privates.
Ooh. Do you have an
I
address?
don't think that's something you want to go ahead and share.
I don't find anything wrong with that.
I don't think you should announce that.
Okay. Do you know about her?
Oh?
Do you know where she is right now?
I don't know where she is right now. No.
Yeah, let's look her up.
Let's look her up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Yeah, that's how it started. That's how it started before that's how it started before Didi got locked up.
No.
Somebody spoke. And the whole world listened.
Right.
But tell me about a teenager back then or a kid back then who didn't go through that in Cameroon, and I will tell you they're lying. It was very common. Most folks were doing it. I'm not saying that I affirm or support it, but I'm saying that it was so rampant for us to reopen. First day in boarding school, and you get folks saying that, yes, I did it. My house girl did it to me. You know, it was so okay for folks to share those
So
experiences.
sexual assault was common.
Yeah, it was so common.
Even among most of my peers, even before they started talking about, getting head, it was just like, guys, I just now.
But did you know about that back then in Cameroon?
All the way back from Cameroon, bro.
Jeez, man, you was spoiled.
The first time it ever happened, the lady was probably twice my age.
Election night in America. Awaiting calls in key battleground states. Louisiana, he got Louisiana. Maine, Harris is gonna get Maine. Yep, 42 to 33 right now, 9% in. What happened in Cameroon? Okay, do you have a teacher?
I had a teacher for men in high school, man. Very strange. I don't know if all people with men are strange like that, but very strange, man. Like, and was very proud about Maine. I'm like, Maine? Who goes to Maine, bro? Like, what happens in Maine?
Who goes to Michigan?
Relax. Because you left, you know what? No problem.
No, honestly,
you were saying something. You were saying something about
Michigan. This is like, if it's not Detroit, it don't matter.
You're saying something
like if you hear somebody say, "I live in Michigan," you're like,
"Yeah."
What are you doing in Michigan? Like, what's in Michigan?
I just realized the capital is Lansing. It's not even Detroit.
Lansing or something like that. You're like, you hear somebody say, "Oh, I live in Michigan."
Yeah, what is there?
Why the hell are you in Michigan if it's not in Detroit? Like, I'm confused.
And Detroit has like one of the weirdest airports I've ever seen in my whole life. Like,
I'd rather take Minnesota. At least Minnesota got some black people in there.
Yeah. The amount of crackheads I saw when I went to Kalamazoo, the amount of crackheads. I went to a Walmart, and when I came back from the Walmart, I thought I was losing my mind. I went there, even the cashier was really high. Even the cashier that was ringing, I was okay. How did you make it out of that place alive? Even the cashier that was ringing me,
and you like
it?
This.
Yeah.
And you actually like it?
Oh, you mean him?
People's man.
Yeah, like you like Michigan.
Yeah.
Me or AK? AK lived there.
AK.
Yeah, he lived there. Do you like it?
Peninsula, man. You gotta go there. Oh my goodness.
Where?
Peninsula, Michigan. Man, it's like one of the most beautiful things you ever see.
Okay, that's not right.
Yeah, make it an island. You gotta take a ferry to cross into it. No cars in there. You know what I mean? And you have like it's not new school as such. It's still very old school. It's very nice, man. Yeah, things you could do, but most of all, if you like your grass, yeah, go to Michigan, man. Get some.
I said I went to the Walmart to buy is it how do they call it? This cooking gas.
Yeah, guys.
Oh my
propane.
Propane, right? Man, I went into the Walmart, then the mistake is the guy came and took my empty bottle, went and exchanged it and brought me another empty bottle.
Oh, yeah. I was sitting there looking at each other like, what just happened?
What?
Remember that day? I was there with AK. So I was like, AK, do you know what's happening? AK is like, man, this is how these dudes are. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
He just
no.
came and
Who has time
swapped
for all
it.
of that?
Then now we had to look for the lady with the key. When she came with the key, she could barely make it back to the break room. It was so crazy that as we were driving out of the place, I saw ambulance coming to the Walmart. That's my first time seeing an ambulance driving into Walmart.
Yeah,
Oh my
no.
God.
Okay.
You have to
Then
have
we went-
all
then
of
we-
that
Then
in
we went to
Michigan.
the walk. We went to the shopping mall. I was trying to get some J's, trying to get some kicks. Oh my gosh. This lady who was like twice AK's age was like, yeah, this is my boy. I was like, okay, what's going on? It's like, JB, this is Michigan. This is how people are weird. Bro, I'm happy you made it out of that place alive, even though you're still there.
It's all good though. It's all good though.
Okay.
So, you have
Okay,
to
man.
yourself, you know.
Come to
Am I?
come and visit you.
Yeah, you have to come and see for yourself now. Teacher's over there talking about, well, I'll take Minnesota. No, please go. When the wind will blow one time, and
I've actually never been to Minnesota. I actually need to go.
you understand that there is cold and then there is cold.
No,
He has
no.
lived in-
Well,
he has lived in Maryland.
okay. Well, is Minnesota cold different from Michigan cold? Because Michigan cold is nasty work.
Thank you.
That's ridiculous.
Thank you.
Michigan cold.
People
Let me
talk
tell
about
you,
it.
I have a jacket that's like a big jacket, and I still feel the cold come through that jacket into my bones.
Please go
Tell
to
him.
Minnesota. No, please go to
Tell
Minnesota.
him.
He
Okay,
knows.
Minnesota is cold. I'm not
He knows.
denying. I'm not denying. But what's the border to Michigan? Michigan has Lake Michigan up there.
They have Lake Michigan, right? So
Canada.
they're next to water. Absolutely not.
Yeah, it leads to Canada. What are you talking about?
Nasty,
Michigan is cold.
nasty work.
Michigan is inland, but it's cold. At least Minnesota is very
Okay.
up to close to Winnipeg. Or was it?
When you're around the lake, right? It's cold. I give you that. But when you're not around the lake, it's not as cold as it is. But Minnesota, oh nah.
Well, I need to go to Minnesota to figure that out on my own.
JB knows this for a fact. And then, hasn't it already snowed in Minnesota this year? Hasn't it already
Wait,
snowed?
it's snowing already?
No, it's not snowing already. We had a wind. We had a wind that came with
Don't
some
y'all
ice
snow
and
in Michigan?
That's it. It's gone. There's no. You go out, you're not going to find no snow.
Ain't y'all snowing already?
Not yet. Stop it.
I'm gonna give it till like next week.
No, that's a sister.
Yeah, we are all cold. Minnesota is colder than Michigan. I'm not going to deny it, but I'm just saying that at least we are cold, but we have people who can actually, one of them can actually become a vice president in the next few hours. Apart from a big Gretchen that you have in your state, who else do you have? Apart of Gretchen Whitmer, who do you have? Who do you have?
Facts. They did have a whole governor that was kidnapped.
You guys relax, man.
There you go. What are you talking about?
This guy that just passed yesterday, Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones.
Where's he from? Where's Motown located?
Oh, is it
Detroit?
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Okay, that's Detroit. You heard what I said though when I first spoke on Michigan. I said Detroit. I said if I was to ever go to Michigan, it would be nobody lives in Michigan except Detroit. Like we'll go to Detroit. We're not going to any other place apart from Detroit.
Okay,
that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You won the Lakers yesterday. Detroit won the Lakers yesterday, and you had a you had a parade today for winning the Lakers in the basketball game.
Even you see, Detroit Lions is even doing good in the NFL. Detroit Lions are even doing good in the NFL. You see?
No, we're just saying Detroit. Wait. Are you where do you even belong? Where do you belong?
Because I saw the way AK's looking at me. We're not doing this. First of all, we're supposed to be talking about elections. So let's talk about the elections.
I'm a Commanders fan, but you see how she's running her mouth there? A Cowboy fan. More like
I didn't even say anything. I didn't say anything about that. So there's no need for you to even bring up Cowboys. Thank you very much. I just said Detroit Lions because we're talking about Detroit. Thank you. Just want to sit here and choose violence for what reason?
Fight price.
Yeah, compared if you take away Detroit from Michigan is lose. There's like there's a place called Kalamazoo. I don't even want to talk about it because I have family
I
members
don't
who
live in
live there.
Kalamazoo.
But you live there, man. You
I
live
don't
there
live.
by
I
yourself.
lived there before.
You
Not
did. You did.
actually.
That's
If you go back there, it's a whole different place. Kid you not.
awesome. That's good.
Yeah, it's a lot newer now. More
Nice.
new construction, new roads, everything, man. It's a college town too. What do you expect?
Even the name Kalamazoo, we don't know.
Yeah,
No.
we don't do that. Kalamazoo.
We've already said if it's not Detroit, we don't want to
What's
hear
the
it.
name of the city over there, Tutu? What's the name of the city over there?
Excuse me?
What's the
The
name of
name
the
of my city?
city?
Dallas.
You
It's not
can't
that.
say nothing about Dallas.
I live in Dallas.
They have one of the best roads in the world. You can't say nothing
What'd you
about
say?
that. I said they have one of the best roads in the world.
And then
You can
people
say
are dying in constructions.
they have one of the best roads in the world. People will die every day. They have one of the best roads in the world.
What can you say about Dallas, AK?
Yeah.
Not that damn thing.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
look, you can only condemn the NFL owner for
Uh,
being redneck, but at least Texas is good. Anyway, folks, I think
if you
I
want
love you
cocaine,
all.
to Dallas,
If you want what?
cocaine.
See the kind of things you talk of. That's why I'm saying that I cannot be in that midst of. I've never seen coke my whole life.
That's a Michigan thing.
I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. What? Go
Michigan.
That's
to
a Michigan.
Dallas. Those guys in Dallas know how to pump.
Michigan thing. That's not even Detroit. That's not.
Yes, that's Kalamazoo. How does the name of a major city ends with zoo?
Nobody lives in Kalamazoo, by the way.
Are we moving on to word of the week?
Oh, you got one?
Yeah, I think she has one.
Okay, go ahead.
I think we have it already. Please just spell Kalamazoo.
Yes. Kalmazoo.
Good job. Spelling bee.
Kalamazoo.
What does that mean?
Spell it
It means
again.
living.
Kala Mazoo.
You spelled it right this time around.
Ooh, hold on. I spelled it right the last time.
I
You did
spelled it
not.
right the whole time.
No, you did not. You missed. You
Okay.
said Kalmazoo the first time.
Okay.
It's an A between L.
Oh, she missed the L.
Look
Yeah.
at that.
Okay.
Kalamazoo historians.
I was just paying attention.
If I was looking to capture a place or to like what they call colonization, I will actually go colonize Kalamazoo. Please, this is just for fun, okay?
No.
I beg.
I'll go and
I
colonize.
beg, I don't want folks coming after me.
I'll go and colonize Sierra Leone because their currency is so cheap, and you could buy the country if you're a millionaire. Not even a billionaire. A millionaire could buy the country, but that's a topic for another day.
Why are you so serious with life? Why have you taken something so petty now? You've turned it into a whole fight.
Because I'm telling you, if I open my mouth now, right, it's going to be straight violence.
Please
Quiet.
don't say
I want
anything.
to hear what the comeback will
No,
be.
I'm not going to feed into your negativity. I'm not going to feed into your negativity. Thank you very much.
Oh, if you were actually Nigerian, I would say you have some grounds. But if you're really from Sierra Leone and you want to talk about Cameroon, then you're about to lose your home.
I mean, I don't know about all that, but I guess y'all can have that.
People
So
with the national pride is a tree in the middle of the city. Well, anyways, please.
Not too much on our cotton tree. Thank you very much. Thank you. Put some respect on our cotton tree. Thank you.
Okay. Sorry. Like MC JB said, this is all kicks and giggles, man. Please, you Sierranians, I know you guys like to fight. Don't come and fight me. I don't have energy for none of you. Thank you. Oh, sorry, it was Liberians, not you guys. But you guys are cousins anyway, so.
Yeah, those are the people who came here and decided to go back.
Mm-hmm. Liberians, they're different type of people. They're different breeds. They fight their own family members.
So you say
at least us Salon people, at least we have small class. We fight outside of our family members.
Okay.
So
it's different.
I like everyone. And I used to like my ex-girlfriend from Sierra Leone, who every time would show me a video of one Sierra Leone girl sleeping with a man, which was causing havoc. That was like 2014, 15. So back then when WhatsApp was just getting on WhatsApp video and chat,
Oh, yeah.
we were already having Sierra Leone girls fighting on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I thought
So
so.
yeah, I was just fortunate that Tutu was way younger then and very disciplined. If not so, by now you would have been one of Idango's sex escapades.
What year was this?
14, 15.
2014. I was what? I was 21.
Are you? Oh, why are you telling your age to the public?
Because everybody already knows my age.
Not the timeline. Was this college park days?
That is pretty young, man. You're only 31 years old, man.
I
Jeez.
am 30. Oh, well, yeah, you're right.
I went for it to sink it.
You're right. Damn.
Nah, you just told me that you're a real African, so I don't believe your age.
What?
You're African, please. Calm down.
I'm not y'all.
You're African.
So I got an African and American age. I got one age.
How can you say you're 30 when you're 31? You don't even know your age.
Because I didn't register in my head that my birthday literally is in a month.
You're December. You're like me. What date?
What's your birthday? Are you Sagittarius or Capricorn?
I'm just messing with you. Come on. I'm not your age. I'm not your birthday girl. Birthday boy.
When is your birthday?
I can't tell my birthday on public radio.
But then people well, okay. Okay. Hey, all right. Anyways.
Get it right.
Anyways, hit us with water.
Word of the week, good people, is in. Oh,
What about to say? Is that what is what?
Incumbent.
Incontrovertible.
What?
Incontrovertible. INCONTROVERTIBLE.
What that mean?
Not able to be denied or disputed. It's a noun.
Trump is definitely winning this election.
Okay, and say it again.
Trump is definitely winning this election.
Oh, I thought you was using the word in a sentence.
Trump got Iowa. Yeah, I knew he was gonna win Iowa.
Potato state.
But yeah. Huh?
That's a potato state. Potato state.
No, that's Idaho.
Make a sentence with you. Oh, please give him the education. Please educate him. Please. It's Idaho.
Idaho's the potato state.
Yeah. So what's the give a sentence with that word?
The fact is I can't even say the word. The fact is incontrovertible that my co-hosts find humor in my failed attempts to introduce these words that are beyond my ability to pronounce.
Which co-host is that?
AK.
Like
being the number one hater.
I like that.
Yeah, so make sure I use that word. And that's the word of the week.
Let me ask you a question. When have you ever sat like this and used any of these words?
I use them every week. What do you mean?
Why are you coming after the girl?
Thank you. I use them every week.
You mean here? Or like
yeah, that's using them.
Here?
Yeah.
Tell us about it and tell us to go use it?
Yeah. Is that not still using it?
No, it does not count. It don't work like that. Anyways, cool. I was just asking. Thank you. You said in what?
Incontrovertible.
Incontrovertible. Okay.
I know you're not asking me that question because you know I'm a legal luminary, so I'm a walking lexicon, which means I like to use.
You're a walking what?
Lexicon.
This guy just likes to call.
Which means I like to use highfalutin English.
Mm.
Yeah.
English is
right.
Yeah. So the English.
Alrighty then.
If the English is not given, then I'm not talking.
I still gotta come and find out this thing they're telling these babies that want to change their religion. Because
some folks want to change their religions, believe.
Yeah, some of these chicks now. You said that some of them tell you that they wish that their boyfriends would be like you and they'll go and break up with them today.
That is not a religious belief. That's just meeting somebody who thinks out of the box.
All right.
Yeah, meet a man. You meet a man who is not egoistic, or a man who is stereotypical, or a man who doesn't accept growth. Like they get to a point you don't have to get to 40 or 50 before you know that sex is something which is enjoyable. Yeah.
My uncle Vibes Cartel is getting married.
So
Just had to put that out there. To his girlfriend. That's been holding him down since he's been in the slammer.
nice. Happy for him. Shout out to all the marriagees. To be Thank you guys, you know, for chopping it us with us. This election special. It's not your usual recording, but here's our usual recording. So if you enjoyed it, leave a comment below. Who you got winning? You know, in America, we could bet now on presidential elections. So hopefully you bet $100 to win 2,000. Hey, on Kamala. Bet on Kamala. She's gonna win this thing. She's gonna take this thing. Come rain, come sun, she's gonna take it. Anyways. Any closing remarks, guys?
At the end of the day, if we go red, the blood in our bloodstreams is red. If we go blue, the sky is blue. So you need blood to survive, and you need the sky for oxygen to breathe. So either red or blue, human beings are going to be human beings. Thank you.
Smith said what?
Stay. At the end of the day's got to end. That's what he basically said in the terms of Gorilla. At the end of the day's going to end.
Oh, listen, man. Anyways, Tutu, what's your conclusion?
If you didn't vote, if you didn't vote, and Trump is president, for all y'all thought I was joking when I said I cut off 2 people today because they did not vote. Because I'm taking this very seriously. I think the same way how we can run to the club and the same way how we can run to get some dick or some vagina is the same way we could have ran to the voting polls. So at this point, if you didn't vote, you were part of the problem. That's just what I have to say.
That's all that's needed to be said.
Okay, please, this has to be the opening segment.
That's what I said. She's already said all that she say. You know what I mean? You guys heard her. We are outie. Deuces.